Today I will show you the before and after images of Paris in 1900 to 2017, but before we start please click that subscribe button and also please to click the notification bell so you won't miss out my future videos. Without further ado, let's start. We've all seen pictures of Paris. The City of Love is one of the most recognizable places on earth due to its iconic architecture. But would you recognize the Paris of the year 1900? These before and after pictures prove that Paris was once even more beautiful than today. Number 1, Eiffel Tower and Jardins du Trocadero. In the foreground one can see the water basin of the Jardins du Trocadero, in the center left and right the houses of Algeria, which were part of the colonial exhibition. Behind is the Pont d'Iéna, which connects the Jardins du Trocadero with the Champ de Mars. Behind one can see, from left to right, the Dome of the Invalides, the Eiffel Tower, the Palais de l'Electricité, with a monumental water tower, flanked by the two chimneys of the engine room, and finally the Ferris wheel, Grande Roue, to the right. Number 2, Tour Eiffel and Globe Celeste. Next to the Eiffel Tower, the Globe Celeste was one of the main attractions in Paris. It was a monumental heavenly globe of 45 meters in diameter, in which visitors could sit in a chair, while panoramas of the solar system were passed over. The ball was carried by 4 pillars, between which stairs and elevators allowed the visitors the ascent. Number 3, View on Seine from Pont de l'Alma. The View Paris was a selection of temporary buildings erected solely for the World Fair and designed to give the visitor an idea of what the city would have looked like in the Middle Ages. The buildings to be seen in the picture were part of the Renaissance Quarter. Very striking is the tall building with the 2 towers, Le Grand Châtelet, whose style dates back to the time of Louis XII. 1462 to 1515. Number 4, Esplanade des Invalides. Pont Alexander III was named after the Tsar of Russia and symbolized the Franco-Russian friendship. With a width of 40 m, it was the largest bridge in Paris during the 19th century. Impressive are not only the splendid ornaments, but also the high technical performance. It spans the Seine in a single arch of 107 m, without forming a curve which would hinder the perspective of the Invalides. Number 5, Palais des Nations. The Rue des Nations, Foreign Nations Street, was located on the left bank of the Seine River, between the Eiffel Tower and the Esplanade des Invalides. The buildings on that image are, from left to right, the Ottoman Pavilion, United States Pavilion, the Austrian Pavilion, Bosnia-Herzegovina's Pavilion, the Hungarian Pavilion, the British Pavilion, the Belgian Pavilion, the Norwegian Pavilion, the German Pavilion, the Spanish Pavilion and the Monegasque Pavilion. Both the Eiffel Tower and the Trocadero Palace are visible in the background of the picture. Number 6, View on Seine from Pont des Invalides. On the left side of the image one can see the foreign pavilions, among which, from left to right, the American Pavilion, the Austrian Pavilion, Bosnia-Herzegovina's Pavilion, the Hungarian Pavilion, the British Pavilion, the Belgian Pavilion, the Norwegian Pavilion, the German Pavilion, the Spanish Pavilion, and the Monegasque Pavilion. Number 7, View on Seine from Pont d'Iéna. The building on the right side was a pavilion dedicated to trade and navigation. Behind it, one can see the Pavillon du Croisset, the round-shaped building next to the bridge. Le Croisset is a French town famous for its metallurgy, and therefore the pavilion housed many exhibits and artifacts on the topic. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.